Hello everyone. Today I am just going to discuss with you certain points actually which are related to Indian history, and I can simply just talk about certain things like women condition. Just 2 3 points I would like to discuss here. First of all is that we always blame English people for so many atrocities that actually they did to Indians. There is no denial of the fact that they were quite cruel when it came to oppressing Indians, and they, by bringing English education, tried to make Indians feel that their language and their culture was actually of no value. But one thing for which we should really thank in English people is that they, you know, introduced English education, but English education was actually making Indians think much more scientifically than they used to think earlier. That's the benefit actually of the English education that they brought. And so many atrocities which were done in Indian culture against women. Women were suppressed too much. Sati pratha, child marriage, widow remarriage was not allowed. All these things actually were there, which Indians culture and Indians actually can be said to be inferior in allowing all such things to uh, be in society in its culture. And English people somewhere abolished all things, all such things which were which we can term as atrocities on women. So, English people actually helped Indians like Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. We know he really worked hard for women liberation. So, he was helped by English people, and the same in the case of we can talk about so many other women also were there who really worked for Indian women liberation, their education. So, first of all, I will talk about one famous lady. She is named Pandita Ramabai. Pandita Ramabai, actually, I must say here that Pandita Ramabai was born in 1858 and died in 1922. Pandita Ramabai Saraswati was quite educated a woman. She was educated in Sanskrit language, and one thing about her is that she founded a society that was named Arya Mahila Samaj. Arya Mahila Samaj was founded in 1882, and Arya Mahila Samaj, which was founded in 1882. I just want to make you understand that things in India also in favor of women empowerment. It's not a new term, actually new thing. It actually began quite early, and that's what I am telling here. The before 1857 also it began. And in case when it comes to Indian women to come forward, there is one lady I'm talking about, Pandita Ramabai Saraswati, who she founded Arya Mahila Samaj in 1882, and the purpose was same, women empowerment, also the deliverance from the oppression of child marriage. Deliverance means mukti, and that is from the operation of child marriage. She also opposed child marriages and also opposed things which were against women. Another society that we can talk about is Sarla Devi Chaudharani actually founded one society, and this society was named as Bharat Istri Mahamandal. Bharat Istri Mahamandal was a society by Sarla Devi Chaudharani that was founded in 1910, and the purpose was women empowerment. Another one society that I can talk about by a woman was by Margaret Cousins in 1927, and it was named All India Women's Conference. The purpose was to empower women. So we should know also that what the benefit, what the women girls also know this, that what the freedom they are enjoying today is not the resultant of modern generation, modern century. It began in the 19th century only. So many people sacrifice their lives for freedom of women, you know for women, freedom of women against all such atrocities which used to be they are taking place. And it's not only male who came forward to liberate women from such atrocities. Women also came forward, and the name, like we can talk about Pandita Ramabai, we can talk about Sarla Devi Chaudharani, we can talk about Margaret Cousins. So many other women also came forward to raise their voice against atrocities, and they really worked hard. And Britishers, I must thank them also that they supported these movements. So thank you, and I hope uh, we can continue the next lecture. Thank you.